Welcome to Original Greatness. I am your host, Joseph Martin, and thank God we live.
We
So
live.
just just hold on 1 second. Just like some Negroes, we late. But we we here, okay?
We
So
are
it
here.
was some it was some technical difficulties. So we still in the process of setting up, but please stick with us. I promise it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I promise you. She got her tea. I want some
Mm,
tea.
I had to take a sip of that. Okay.
Oh my gosh, boy. I'm telling you, them iPhones,
Woo.
they so finicky. They are so finicky.
Yes.
So we got that going. We got that. Okay, I want to put our names on the screen. So now I gotta struggle over here. I gotta struggle and figure out how to do this. But
Mm.
yeah, just talk about the day. Just talk about your day while I get
Well,
this going.
my day was excellent. I got up. I said yes. I'm ready for this second interview. Ready to get to these Q&As. Ready to find
Hmm.
out some more detailed information about the stock market. We're gonna talk about some things new. So I'm pretty excited.
Yes. Okay, me too. I don't see the stuff about putting the name on the screen.
Hmm.
I see it, but we just gonna talk. We got somebody tuned in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that
Welcome,
follow.
welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, and I hope that people are still around because we was trying to figure out what is going on. Oh my gosh. My
Yes.
clothes, my shirt too nice to be rolling around on the floor upset.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling around on the floor talking about what's going on. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the name and title on the screen, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm working on getting done.
Yep,
If
yep,
I
yep.
click that. Oh, I know what it maybe that's it. Maybe it's the here it go. So you can't have the banner and our names on the screen at the same time, apparently. But thank you
Oh,
guys for tuning in. Maybe us being late was a good thing. We can chat it up. We got two people here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share.
please.
Okay. Please do. Please do. Here we go. Hey dad. My dad in the building.
Hey.
He probably was like, he late, guys. I'm late. I'm gonna put your chat on. Hey, Dad, thank you for tuning in. It's gonna be a very, very educational and great show. We already and showed people how you struggle your way forward to and work through adversity just to get up on the just to get the live going. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you. Let me so we got the chat popping. Okay, let's put the like on the screen. So if you guys leave some comments and some chats, you're gonna get some love, you're gonna get some shout outs, you're gonna put you up on the screen. We're gonna
Yes,
put you on the
absolutely.
screen. So we're gonna use a little bit more time to get some people time to get into the chat. Tell people how things
Yeah.
been going with your content because you're monetized now.
Oh, yes. So my content is picking up. My following has picked up over the last course of I say about 2 weeks now. So that's a good thing. And I also got a new follower this morning. So yeah, I'm pretty
Wonderful.
excited about that.
That's what's
Um,
up.
just still working on booking and scheduling more interviews to come. So definitely excited that it's kicking off to a good start.
Good. And that's going good, right? You got a lot of people that inquired about getting interviews from you, right?
Oh, for sure. I did touch on that a little bit earlier on my Facebook Live to let everybody know, hey, don't kill me, but I'm going to get to everybody and at least just give me a few days. And I promise I'll get back to you. So yeah, definitely getting good feedback.
Got it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, I got the things I need to have set up on my end set up so we can go ahead and get started because
All
we
right.
got about three people. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, share. Let's get some people in this room. Thank you guys for tuning in. You leave a comment, we'll give you a shout out on the screen. So here we go. Welcome, I'm original great. Yeah, I'm Joseph Martin, and we have Miss Tiara Owens of Tiara's Tea podcast as your
Yeah.
host for tonight. Yes, I'm using a prompter in the script, okay? Because I'm being interviewed for a second time. So Miss Owens, go ahead and take it away.
Absolutely, you sure are. So first, I'd like to start off by thanking everyone for watching our first interview. There
Yeah.
were some important questions that we didn't get to in the last interview, so we're going to touch on those before we actually open up the floor for Q&As. So, bro, now we've been running our mouth. So tonight,
Yes.
I need you to show us how you make your orders.
How I make some money. They want
Yeah,
to know how I make
basically,
some
how
money.
you make some money. For those of you
Okay.
who don't know what orders are.
Yeah. So it's you got to put some orders in and buy something and sell something. You plan to make some money. Definitely. So
Yeah.
and I get it. So if you guys been tuning into the live streams of the Market Recap Live that I've been sharing live on YouTube and on Facebook, then you would see how this format is set up. You see me looking at websites, you see me sharing earnings about certain companies that we highlight. We look at the S&P 500 index, but we use the SPY. We use the ETF, the SPY ETF, to look at how the S&P 500 is performing, and then we look at the biggest winner and the biggest loser in the S&P 500 index, and we look at their website. We find out about the name of the company, what their goods and services are, and all that good stuff. But if people are watching my live stream, they like, he ain't making no money. He ain't trading nothing. He ain't bought nothing. He ain't sold nothing. So they might be thinking, what the heck is going on? Like, where is the money at? So what I'm doing is like Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. I've been actually training people with how I've been sharing the content about how to do the work first. How to do the work first, how to do the research first. The money will come, but it ain't gonna come if you don't do the work.
Right.
So I don't have my channel set up where I'm showing you jewelry and cars and all this fancy lifestyle stuff and skipping all the stuff about the work. So I know the work isn't sexy. It's not fun, but that's what leads to the fun.
Absolutely.
That's what leads to the money. But you're not going to be able to do that if you don't put in the work.
Right.
So where this came from is that my format that I share is based off how I wish somebody had took the time to teach me. So I'm using my losses as an opportunity for me to create a community and a structure to be able to educate people and show them a path of a smart way of being educated on making decisions. Like, for instance, you know how we got this big crazy thing going on with Spirit Airlines, right?
Right. That's pretty that's trending as a topic right now. Yeah.
Okay, so you talk about that, and then we gonna discuss that, and then we'll lead into the other stuff. So you talk about what you heard about with Spirit Airlines.
Well, first I know it was a lot of people that was stuck a lot of places in a lot of different states, and they was not sure how they were going to get back home. And I seen a few clips on Facebook where a lot of employees lost their jobs, so they're kind of like
All of them.
Yeah,
Not a
all of
lot.
them.
All
Not
of
a lot,
them.
all. Yeah, it's
Yeah, a
not
lot
funny,
of them
but
lost. All of
it
them.
happened. It's something that happened, and it's very unfortunate. I'm sad to see Spirit go
Absolutely.
myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Spirit Airlines is a publicly, or was a publicly traded company, which meant you could invest in that company in the stock market. Okay. I had a cousin. Well, I have a cousin. I have a couple cousins that worked at the Levi's plant in Mississippi.
Okay.
And they closed that plant down. Levi's is a publicly traded company. So if we take the time, even if we start looking at the companies we work for, like it's Amazon workers that probably never even looked at the stock or purchased it.
Right.
Just look at your company's website. We talk about the benefits on the live stream. We found all types of benefits like adoption, reimbursement. It was a company that I had seen where you could ride a bike to work and they'll pay you for riding a bicycle to work.
Wow.
Yes, it's all types of stuff on these companies' websites that's right there. Like we live in a time now where, in my opinion, being ignorant or being stupid is a choice.
Absolutely. The information is always there.
It's there. You can walk out
There
the
for
house
you.
and trip over some information. You just being stupid is a choice. If you want to learn something or find someone, we use our phones to watch what everybody else doing. You can go right on AI, ask a question, and find this stuff out. So it's no reason for me to sit up here and gatekeep and try to keep this information from people. But even if you're not investing, even if you're not trading, I'm showing you how to invest in yourself.
Right.
That's why I talk about self-improvement. That's why I talk about God on my live streams. Thank God it's Friday. Take
Yes.
care and God bless. I mean it. You need spiritual grounding. You need a strong mind. You need your household set up right. You need support. Like my wife and my kids, she's helping me with having that situated where I can have this live stream.
Right.
You need a system. So I'm trying to show people that it's bigger than just you worried about, you know, the dollar bill. It's bigger than just worried about this. It's bigger than this. So I'm trying to teach people and share with people and build a community where they're thinking bigger than just that. But if you can focus on these multiple things to help build a stable base for yourself, then you can build all these other things on top of it.
Okay.
So that's why it seemed like I'm moving at a slow pace with it. So back to the Spirit Airlines thing. Spirit Airlines is a public traded company, or was a public traded company, which means someone could invest it in their stock.
Right.
I don't know if you guys seen The Wolf of Wall Street, but the dude was selling what they call pink slips. So pink slips, pink slips are also called OTC, which stands for over the counter. So they're over the counter stocks that you can purchase. The average person might know them as penny stocks. Okay. So the average person that really isn't I wouldn't say isn't educated, but they don't know no better. It's when you go from a consumer or a customer mindset to a business investor mindset, you have to forget some of that other stuff you was worried about when you go in the store shopping. You know, when you go in the store shopping, you looking for a discount. You're looking for something to be on sale. You're looking for something to be cheap. You're looking for something to have a coupon with it. Buy one, get one free, something like that. Okay. Businesses have a mindset where they're like, something is better than nothing. Now, how is that important? I'm glad you asked. This how it's important. Ignorant person, oh my gosh, it's only $1. So in their mind, they like, that's cheap. Business person thinking, whew, we at least got $1, but they know their company ain't worth nothing. So something is better than nothing. They're looking at it differently. They looking at like, our company trash and we at least got $1 for it. But the person that's ignorant is like, I just purchased the company and it was only $1. Yeah, but is it a good company? Is it a good company? Is the company profitable? Do you even know anything about this company? Do you know where they located? Do you know their website? Do you know the CEO?
Right.
No, but I bought it for $1. And guess what? You can lose that $1. So it can start off a whole $1. It can start off a whole $1 and it was cheap. And then it could go to 0 cents. But that business sold you that stock or that share for $1 that kept going down. Okay. So we have to shift our mind from thinking like a consumer or a customer to like a business owner or an investor. Even if you trade, you need to think like an investor. So I know I'm giving a lot of stuff together to go over this with Spirit Airlines, but my point is, even if the employees were looking, if you knew that the company you work for was a penny stock, you should be looking for another job.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is what I'm trying to say. If you working for a company and you educated and you know your company is publicly traded and you can buy shares for pennies on the dollar of this company, and I haven't did my full research on it, but if I'm not mistaken, Spirit Airlines had already filed for bankruptcy.
Oh wow. No, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
new
so
to me.
the clues were there. That's what I'm trying to say. The
Mhm.
clues were there. It wasn't like this just came out of nowhere. It was a shock to everybody that didn't act on seeing the signs leading up to it. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. So, like,
Mhm.
even with the conversation you and I had when you mentioned, well, I thought that spirit, you share that because I've been talking. Remember when you was talking about the price? Like, wouldn't a cheaper price cause people to?
Right, right, absolutely. So I thought that by it being cheap, because that's the airline compared to Delta. Spirit was the cheapest airline compared to Delta. Delta is one of your top ones right now. But the tickets are usually cheap, so that's why a lot of people fly Spirit, because you can get a cheap round trip or a weekend getaway for a very low, reasonable price. So they were popular, but apparently they wasn't making no money
Right,
because
right,
of
right.
the low pricing of the
The low
tickets.
price, right. So,
So yeah,
so
that's why Delta and American Airline and all of these other companies, they charge you $500 for a round trip. Because they're including the cost. They got people to pay. They got gas is high.
yes.
Yes.
So so she took my part.
I'm sorry.
I don't want
I'm
to
sorry. I
hurt
got
you.
excited.
You good. So when we was having this conversation, she was thinking from a customer standpoint. She's like, she called me Joey. So Joey,
Hmm.
they have a lot of customers because they tickets are so cheap. So she's
Right.
thinking that the quantity of having a whole bunch of customers buying these airline tickets at a discount means they were making money. And so I
Hmm.
gave her an illustration. I can use this Rubik's Cube. So I said, okay, sis, this is what I'm saying to you.
Hmm.
If this is the airline ticket, and in order for me to fly you somewhere, it costs me $50, and I
Hmm.
sell you the airline ticket for $40, then every time somebody fly, I lose $10.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter how many customers I have coming and flying. I'm losing $10 on every customer.
Right. ten
So when
dollars that you could have
somebody
made.
have an employee or customer mindset, they don't understand that these businesses have costs, just
Oh
like
yeah.
we have costs. We don't just have a car, we have a car note, we have car insurance, we need
Hmm.
gas, we need maintenance on the vehicle. We got lights, we got gas. So when you see this big building, they have lights, they have gas, they
Gas.
have water,
They
they
got
got
bills.
employees. Yeah, they got bills. They have employees that need health benefits. So the idea is, as this company makes money, the money that comes in, the language for that is revenue. It's called revenue. The
Hmm.
money that comes in. So think of it like yourself with a job. When somebody has a job, when they get that money, now Uncle Sam, let's take him out of it. Let's say you're getting paid under the table. Let's keep it simple. So you're getting paid under the table. That's your revenue. But
Hmm.
now your taxes, your health benefits, your lights, your gas, all your expenses, that's your operating cost. When
Okay.
it's a business, it's called operating costs. In our lives, we call it living expenses.
All right.
So it's
Yep.
the
We
same
sure
thing as
do.
budgeting. So we would just use the language of saying living expenses. So after that, whatever you have left, that's going to either be your net profit or your net loss.
Hmm.
And if it's negative, this means you don't have enough revenue coming in to cover your operation costs or your living costs, right? So
Right.
what do we do as consumers? We use credit, we borrow. So that's how we fill the gap. But now when we borrow or use credit, we have to make enough money to pay the creditor back, to pay the loan back. So we just digging a deeper and deeper hole, you see?
Right.
So if a company is doing that same thing, it's the same concept. That
Hmm.
company needs to have cash flow. So the companies usually save money. You want a healthy company to have a surplus of cash. That creates cash flow. So if you see them using credit, that's not the problem. The problem is if they don't have enough cash on hand, or they don't have enough revenue coming in to cover their operating expenses, to pay their debt, and then have money left over, which would be your profit. So that's why I do what I do on my live stream, to share people. Just do a little bit of due diligence to find out what's going on with these companies before you put your money into it. Because it's really simple. It's really simple. And here's the key. If they don't make no money,
you don't make no money. And it's just that simple.
Rocket science, right?
Yeah, it's just that simple.
Rocket science, right?
What's the saying? Nothing plus nothing equals nothing.
More nothing.
More nothing. That's the term. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So
Right.
I want to keep it simple. So let's go to the format, and want to tell the story behind this format. Okay.
Okay.
So I had the consumer mindset, the customer mindset when I first got started into trading, because before I had quit my job and went to full-time trading and investing, I was just buying, they call it dollar cost averaging. I wasn't trading. I just kept buying one in particular company, and they kept doing well. And my investment just kept growing, kept growing, and kept growing, and kept growing. That's what I've lived it. So that's why I'm like, if you have a consistent income and you know what to do with your money, because you can pay your bills off your income. And like we had talked before, you got some money left after your living expenses is covered. Now you put that into some investments. Now that's money working for you while you keeping the bill collectors off you. You see?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what I was doing. Speaking from my own personal experience, this is what I was doing. So I don't have that consistent income anymore. So I have to get it how I live from these opportunities that I'm finding in the stock market, which I'm gonna share with you guys tonight. But so I want to tell you this horror story. I had lost almost $10,000 in the stock market by thinking like a customer and a consumer, instead of like an investor and a business owner. Did you hear me?
10 grand, that's a lot.
10 grand. And here was the stupid plan. Now I can laugh about it now.
You can laugh about it now, but it hurt back then.
It wasn't funny then. I swear to you, it wasn't funny then. But this was a stupid plan. First of all, I didn't know what I was doing. Let's be honest and put that out there first. At that time, I didn't know what I was doing, but here was my strategy. I got 10 grand. I'm gonna buy 10 companies. I'm gonna put $1,000 on each one of them, and each one of them was around $1. It's the mindset of just looking at the price. Just right camera. Just looking at the price. I'm gonna get 1,000 shares of each one of these companies, 10 companies. In my mind, stupid, there's no way that all 10 of these companies can just lose everything. There's no way. Few of these got to play out, right?
Something got to hit. Yeah.
Wrong.
Epic fail.
Every one of them fell. Every one of them.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Every one of them. And each day I was like, now how they lose $100 on my 1,000 in a day? If I had just waited one more day.
You just waited one more day.
If I had waited to be stupid one more day, I could have kept my $100. I mean, and each one of them was just lower and lower and lower and lower. And so I'm watching YouTube, right? Now here's the thing. Everybody wants something for free. So YouTube University. So you go to YouTube, these people are content creators. I need you to understand this. These people are professional
content creators.
They are not professional traders and investors. They know how to give you just enough to keep you watching.
Yeah.
And tuned in. I still do it all the time, but I didn't know enough to know that I was being bamboozled. So I'm searching for free information, scraping it off the internet, and I did end up finding something interesting from this gentleman named Tim Sykes. It's S-Y-K, Tim Sykes, T-I-M-S-Y-K-E-S.
Okay.
So Tim Sykes, I haven't researched him recently or whatever, but him in particular, he targeted. His strategy was he looked at OTC stocks. So if you remember from the last interview, I think I had mentioned it. I focus on probability. So probability for me is just simple. If 90% of OTC stocks fail, I'm not going to deal with them.
Okay.
Because 90% of them fail. So that means I have to find the 10% that actually make it. That's a small percentage. So I just stay away from them. He used a different type of strategy. So since he knew that the chances of an OTC or penny stock or pink slip stock was so high as far as like failing, some people don't know you can make money when stocks go down. You can actually profit when stocks go down. That's a long story, but just keep that in mind.
Another day.
Yeah, you can make money when stocks go down.
Okay.
So what he did, he would find that company's address and go on Google Maps, go on Google Maps and look at the building.
That's smart.
Go on the street view and look at the building, and from that building, he'd be like, "Oh, there's no way. This company ain't gonna do nothing."
Just by the look of it.
Just by the look of it. Just taking that extra step of just looking.
Yes,
remember how
you actually invest your money. It makes sense.
Just looking, okay? Him just looking. No, y'all ain't about to do nothing. Y'all ain't nobody. He made a bunch of money like that just betting against companies. Now, he said he got caught on a few that actually did good, but remember, you got a percentage gain. So anyway, I took that little nugget I learned from him, right? So my stocks is beat down, sis. I mean, they beat down. I just looked at one. I'm like, let me look at this company website and see what they do. I went on this company website, and this company was trying to cure alligator skin disease. Do you hear me?
Alligator skin disease.
I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. Do you hear me? The company was trying to cure or develop medicines for alligator skin disease. I don't know the name of it, but the idea was this simple thing. It's a very, 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 very rare disease. And they're trying to figure out ways to cure it or ail it, like medicines for people to deal with it. Now, let's go back to being an intelligent business person or investor.
Okay.
Selling toilet paper is a better business than that. Why? Everybody got to wipe their backside.
Yep, absolutely.
So this means you have a large customer base.
Yep.
If this disease is extremely rare, you don't have a lot of customers. There's not a lot of demand for it. It's just that simple. Okay?
Yeah.
I walked away with $400 out of all those. I went quick. I ain't even looking no more websites. Not those. I just sold everything. Buy, sell. I just to save whatever I hadn't lost yet. But that one piece of information I never forgot. So now, before I put any money into anything, I look at your website. I make sure I understand what your goods and services are. If I had known that their goods was alligator lotion, I wouldn't.
Where you would have made a better decision. That's terrible.
If I had known they were selling alligator sunscreen, I wouldn't have made that $1,000 investment.
Yeah.
But that taught me you don't just focus on price.
Yeah.
As much as you think that if I just buy it for $1, if it go to $2, I double my money. Yeah. And if you only buy it for $1 and it go to nothing, you lose all your money.
Lose everything. Absolutely. Wow.
It can go either way, but the probability is better if you already understand the company before you make the investment. See how simple that is?
Yep, that's simple.
So that's why I focus on. Yes, so that's why I focus on what I focus on my live streams Monday through Friday, market recap lives at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Why so late, you may ask? 11 o'clock ain't 11 o'clock everywhere. So like down south, it's 10 p.m. Western, what is it? Pacific time. Pacific time is 8 o'clock. Is it 8? I think it's 8.
I think it
Don't,
is.
don't quote me, but it's earlier.
We're
You get what
standing.
I'm saying? It ain't 11 p.m. everywhere, but for my personal life, it helps me because my wife and my kids are asleep. But then you can also watch the live streams back if you can't participate at them while they there.
Right.
So now let's get into the nitty gritty because I know this what y'all really, really want to see. So let me pull this up. So now what I'm about to share. Oh, hold on. I gotta find it. So what I'm about to show now, then kick me out. I gotta sign all the way back in. They don't play about the money. They don't play about the money. Give me a second. I gotta sign back in.
All right.
Let me sign back in. But I want to show, what I was able to do in the month of April. I want to be transparent and show what I was able to do in the month of April. So give me a second. Talk to him while I do this so it's not just dead air.
Well, we don't want you guys to be bored. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have not and you are just now joining us live, please make sure that you check for the actual first interview after watching this one. And once again, we thank everybody for tuning in to the last interview. It was really a success and I learned a lot. So I hope you guys did too. Oh, and yes, stay tuned for Tiara's Tea updates. I have quite a few guests.
Tell them a few of they like their background. Like what do they do?
Well, I have 2 local rappers from the city of Detroit. They're up and coming. FTP Dre, and I have Kingpin. I also next week I'll be sitting down with a licensed life insurance agent, Xavier Scott. So that kicks off next Thursday, the 7th of May at 7 p.m. On Facebook Live.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so I'm ready to show my profits and losses, but I want to make sure that I had his calculator up just in case.
Okay.
You guys don't know what this is. So wait a minute. So if I push this button, it's coming, guys. Wait a minute.
We're
taking a long time, man. You over there. Wait a minute.
Right.
You already showed up late. Now you rushing me. Hold on. I got it. All right. I got it. Because we didn't even set all of this up. Like all of this stuff ain't even really set up. What them iPhones was giving us the flux out here in these streets.
Yes. Okay. Perfect.
All right. So here we go. So here's my profits and losses for the month of April. Okay. So this is how much money I was able to make. This right here. So my total gains for April was $1,653.51. Let me cut my other tool on. You can glance at that before I walk you guys through it.
Okay.
Let me cut this tool on. I want to cut on my highlighter.
All right.
Cut on my highlighter, dog. Hold on. There you go, my highlighter. Okay. So what this means, the total gains is how much profit. Well, not profit. Those were gains. That's the money that came in. Okay. Total loss was the money that went out. So my net gain is the gains minus the losses. So this is positive. So the total amount that I was able to walk away with in April as profit was $1,601.11. Okay.
Oh, did pretty good.
And you can see the percentage return. So it's almost 7%. But this is what I want everybody to pay attention to. Okay. This part. Because this is important. How many trades did you get right? And how many trades did you get wrong? Okay. So if we count this, we need to find out what my win-loss percentage is based off the number of trades I took. So let me give you an example of what I'm saying. If I say, man, my win rate is 100%. My win rate is 100%. If that person only took one trade, a win rate can be 100% because they only took one trade. That's right. Understand your numbers. So it means more if the person is taking more trades and has a high win rate.
Okay.
It means more than somebody who took 2 trades and their win rate is 100%. Does that make sense?
Yep. Makes
Okay.
sense.
So now what we're looking at, let me pull this up. So we're going to count how many trades I took. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
I lost 1. I lost 1 trade. Yep. So that would be, I need to make sure I do this right. I think it would be 6 divided by 7. So my win rate in the month of April was 85, almost 86%.
Okay. That's
so
good.
if we looked at it a percentage wise, 86%. So if we look at this means for every 7 trades I take, I'm gonna lose 1. That's what we're seeing. For every 7 trades I take, I'll get 1 wrong. Now, here's what I want you to pay attention to. How wrong was the ones you got wrong? That's important.
How wrong are the ones that you got wrong?
Right. How wrong are the ones you got wrong? The ones I got wrong, I only lost 0.79%. So you want, not only do you want to make sure that you win in more investments or trades than you're losing, you want to make sure that your losers are small. Okay. Because if your loser is too big, it can wipe out all of your profits from your win.
Really?
Yeah, if it's too big.
Okay.
If you have 1 loss that's too big, it can wipe out all your profits. So now when we look at the percentage gains on the profits, my largest percentage gain was this Hertz trade. So on the Hertz trade, I almost got a 20% return just on that 1 trade. Then on this trade, it was almost 15. Well, it was over 15%. It was 15%.
All right.
And then this was 2.6, 1.2, 3.41. But my point is, this 0.79% loss wasn't a 20% loss.
Okay, right.
It wasn't a 50% loss. It wasn't a 100% loss. It wasn't a big loss. And then that loss also affects this percentage gain total. But money-wise, I was able to reel in $1,601.11. So the only reason I'm disclosing this is because people don't never see me trading if they just watching the live stream. So I want to prove to you that April was good for me. And I'm telling you, I believe it was good for me because of the work I was putting in by looking at the charts.
Okay.
So with me doing the live streams, I'm trying to find out how to do this because I want to hide this. There it is. There it is. So for me doing the live streams every night, well, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, well, Eastern Time, that's training, that's helping me. So even though I'm doing my live stream, I'm working. I'm doing my research when I'm talking to everybody and being like, yeah, they did this, they did that. I'm drawing on the charts and I'm actually looking and finding opportunities just doing my live streams. But I don't want to tell people, you know, I'm buying this and I'm buying that, or this where I'm buying that and this blah, 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 because that's not teaching you.
Right.
You just copying me. I don't want you copying me. I want to teach you what to look for, how to find it, et cetera, and then you can go out and find your own opportunities.
Absolutely.
So that's what it's about, and that's why I do the things the way I do it. So I know it's a few more questions and things that we wanted to talk about.
Yes,
We got
absolutely.
that main part out because we only got about 15 minutes left.
Okay, so you've been doing the market recap since February the 24th of this year, correct?
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, it seems like to me it's been going pretty good. Can't you say?
Smoother.
A lot smoother?
A lot smoother, because when I first started, whew, yeah, it was rough. It was rough when I first started because I didn't have a lot of systems in place. I had a vision, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know how the format was going to work out. So now that we got structure, got format, we know that we're doing earnings. I know how I'm going to present the earnings, the split screen. I mean, it's dope. I'm excited. So yes, but now it's like, it's not work. When I first started, I was stressed. It felt like a whole bunch of work. And
Mm-hmm.
now that it became second nature to me, I'm even finding opportunities and getting better in my trading and my investing from doing my own show. So it's like, I know that what I'm doing is good. Shoot, I'm making some money off of what I'm learning. I'm talking to you like, hey, let's see this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. I'm
Okay.
excited.
Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that. So, do
Uh-huh.
you do the same thing in your market recap lives, correct? When you're actually going over the material?
It's repetitive. It is repetitive because even if the person isn't familiar with that platform, because I'm making sure it's repetitive, they
Mm-hmm.
will be familiar with that platform if they download it and use it because they seen me point stuff out, where the watch list is, how we use the tabs to go to market watch, how we go to visualize, we look at the heat map, how we go over to the charts, how we change the time frames, how we go into the settings. I'm showing people in real time and it's repetitive. So them just watching, they can learn how to navigate and use the platform just by watching the live streams. So I'm doing that on purpose to
Mm-hmm.
like, that's free. Like that's free to like
And
kind of train
educational.
people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it's free
educational.
education for people to be able to use and navigate the live stream. So yes, it's repetitive and we kind of do the same thing, but what changes is the companies we're focused on
Okay.
and then how they may be performing on the charts when we look up the companies on the charts. It's going to be different because it's a different price, it's a different price level, it's a different amount of volume, they're in a different industry, they're in a different sector, they
Mm-hmm.
trade different. Like I was telling you before, some companies behave different on the price charts. Like when we
Mm-hmm.
had looked at Clorox.
Yes, Clorox, for
So
example.
when
Yeah.
let me pull it up on the screen, let me show them some of that on
Just
the
give them
screen.
a recap. Yeah. Some
Yeah,
people might
so
not
we'll
be
pull it up on the
with
screen
it.
real quick. Go over here, go to bam. But I'm gonna blow it all the way up so they won't even see us.
Okay.
Okay. I got a tool we can do where you can put both. Okay, we're both on the
Okay,
screen.
perfect.
Down in the corner. So this is the SPY, but I'm gonna pull up Clorox. So it's ticker CLX. It's CLX. I don't know why I keep just thinking CL. That's Colgate Palmolive. It's CLX. So
Okay.
we pull up Clorox, and this is the 1 year daily chart. And this is what I wanted to point out, this area right here.
1 year daily. Okay.
Yep. So right here, I had seen Clorox is at an all-time low. That's what I was looking at. So I'm gonna go to the 10-year weekly chart and I'm gonna zoom out. It was super low. It ain't been this low in 10 years.
Oh, wow.
It hadn't been that low, but from me doing the market recap lives and seeing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm recognizing my own opportunities and stuff, right? But my experience saved me from making a bad decision because I remembered, Joe, just because it's at an all-time low don't mean it might not go lower. Watch
Mm-hmm.
this stock, like put the stock on your watch list or on your radar and just watch it so you can learn how it behaves. Don't buy it yet. The next day it dropped by $10.
Wow. Hey, good decision.
So that's my point of, like, you putting in the work and you actually putting real money on the line, like your own money. You learn when you lose. I know I
Oh,
did.
yes. That's how
I
you
know
learn.
I learned a
That's
lot of
when you
don't
lose your own money.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And so,
Yes.
like, that's why I named the thumbnail "Losses Leads to Wins." That's what happened to me. So the
Mm-hmm.
things that led to my losses, I don't do them. Like, I find a way to learn from my losses. And that's what put me in a position to now where it's kind of like a blend of skill, intuition, experience, to where I'm constantly reminded, like, oh, ooh, that loss in alligator skin, like, you
Alligator
know.
skin. I would never forget
Yeah,
that one.
like, oh, look at the website. Make sure you know, they almost got me because I like Fabuloso. That's what happened.
That's what happened with
That's what
Clorox.
happened. I
Okay.
found out Clorox. I found out one of Clorox brands was Fabuloso and almost said, "Give me some of that stock."
Yeah.
Everybody use Fabuloso.
Yes, everybody use that. Yes.
Man, that's what almost got me. I said, "Oh no!" I said, "No," and my better mind was like, "No,
No.
wait. We don't know how this stock behaves. Just be
Hmm.
patient. Just be patient. There's nothing wrong with watching.
Yep.
It's
Mhm.
something wrong with rushing. There's nothing wrong with watching. That's why they call it a watch list. Just watch. If it's pique your interest, just put it in your watch list and just keep an eye on it."
Mhm.
So that was one of the most recent things that happened, and that was the Clorox. That was Clorox.
Okay.
I see we got
So
3 people tuned in. Hold on a second, sis. We got 3 people tuned in. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Hit the share.
please,
And
please
we doing
welcome.
Q&As. So if you got some questions, you can start putting them in the chat. So we'll have the questions. We can start going over those questions. You want to shout out if you looking from you, if you watching from YouTube, put a YT in the chat. If you're
Yes.
watching from Facebook, put an FB in the chat. And we'll give you a quick shout out. All right.
Yep.
Okay, sis, go ahead.
All right. So it's actually, I know a lot of women that is interested in the stock market, but they're also intimidated. What is your take on those women in particular that is interested, but they're kind of like intimidated or afraid to get into it?
They not alone.
Okay.
I honestly don't think it's just a woman thing. I think
Hmm.
it's anybody that don't know what they doing thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like what I've learned from my personal experience is like most of our fears and intimidation and uneasiness comes from the fact we're not confident. And you shouldn't be confident. If you haven't put in the work, you haven't looked at the charts, you haven't had a mentor, you haven't read some books, you don't have any skin in the game, of course you're going to be nervous. Of course you're not
Hmm.
going to be confident. I'm not going to psych you up and tell you, hey, you should believe in yourself. No, I'm going to tell you, you need to educate yourself. You need to
That's
learn. You need to put in the
right.
work. Your gender ain't got nothing to do with it.
Absolutely.
Money don't ask you, hey, you a woman or a man. Money don't care. The bill collector don't care either. You a woman or a man. They be like, yo, light bill due. So
Hmm.
I get what you mean by the question. But I just think that men, in my opinion, just my opinion, I ain't trying to sound sexist. I just feel like men prioritize money more than women do.
Okay.
So that could be like they not really worried about it. If they feel like, you know, they can get the money from somewhere else, they don't have to risk their own money in the stock market or something like that. They can worry about their career or they can get it from their significant other or whatever. But I know as men, or at least the men I know in the conversations I have, we don't really look for our significant other to be the breadwinner. Our goal is
Right.
to always make the most money. So
Right.
that's what I mean by I haven't really seen that high on a woman's to-do list unless it seemed like she don't want to deal with a man at all. That's just been my
Hmm.
observation. Like she's so successful, a man can't, she don't even want to do.
All right. It's a lot of them out here. They
Oh,
doing good.
but as far as like you just taking the time to educate yourself, that's where your confidence is gonna come from.
Come on.
But it's
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
So let's just touch a little bit on, let's talk about your biggest loss. What
Ooh.
was your biggest loss
Oh, every
that you
time I
can think
lost money.
of?
I can't tell the difference. I would say one of my biggest loss it wasn't even really a loss. It was watching my account be up in profit. Like I remember one time, I think the largest gain I had, it was over $20,000. I was up to over $20,000 on a trade.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched that stock give it all back and fall back below it. It
Wow.
went from being up. So the reason why I'm saying it wasn't a real loss is because it's technical. They'll call it an unrealized loss. But when it was in profit, it was an unrealized profit. It's only real profit when you exit the trade. So when I was up that 20 grand plus,
Mm-hmm.
if I had actually took it out the market, that would have became a realized profit or a realized gain. And I watched me go up thousands of dollars and the market take it right back. Because I had this, I had been conditioned to always think long term. I don't know if something happened to her phone. I hope her phone didn't die because she gone. So I might as well blow this up and just talk by myself. Yeah, guys, she gone. I don't know what didn't happen with the link. So I'm gonna leave it down here on the corner.
All
There she go.
right.
Okay. I just was like, gosh, she disappeared. She fell off. Oh Lord. So what ended up
My
happening?
phone.
What happened,
Somebody
Charles?
is calling me.
Oh, somebody called
I
you.
hate
Got it.
people.
Girl, I made sure I put my phone on airplane mode. You gotta think. Put it on airplane mode, cut your Wi-Fi on. You know they're gonna call you. Hey girl, I see you on that live. You looking real good. See you on that live stream. Somebody got the nerve to be sitting up here calling her while she doing this show, man. That's crazy. I'm trying to figure out what she just asked me. Well, we was talking about people and the confidence and things like that. Oh, there she is. I gotta let her back in the room. Hold on, guys. There you go. You good?
Yes, I'm good. It wasn't an emergency, but I had to. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody calling me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we having fun tonight. We got some viewers tuning in, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We really been looking forward to doing this. What was the question?
So the next question.
Uh-huh.
So how are things going along with your current students? You offer one-on-one sessions, right? From
Yes,
what
I
I
offer
understand that
one.
we talked about previously.
Yes, I offer one-on-one education sessions.
Okay.
One-on-one sessions. Well, I call them one-on-one sessions, but it's financial education. It's not financial advice. And I have one student, and he came back. So repeat customers is a sign that they satisfied.
They
So
satisfied and you're doing good. It's actually working.
yeah.
I
So I
love that.
called him. I actually called him before the live stream to check on him, to follow up, to ask him how things was going. But he was at work. So when we end the live stream, or I'll give him a call tomorrow. But I was hoping to talk to him before this live stream so I could give you an actual update from his experience by talking to him. But he was at work. He said he hit me back. And of course, I
Okay.
just
Well,
told him
yeah,
on
we'll love to,
airplane mode.
get his feedback, just so that
Yeah, absolutely. But one of the
your
biggest
audience can.
compliments was he came back.
Absolutely.
That was one of the biggest compliments. And he told me, he was like, bro, you need to raise your prices. He told me to charge more.
Yeah. So that
So
means that it's working.
Yeah,
And
I
it's worth
appreciate
it.
Yes, I appreciate him for that. So yes, I offer one-on-one sessions so I can work with that client with
Mhm.
where they are. Like focus on the education they need with where they are. So
Okay.
we got brokerage services. So you choose the broker, that's your own decision, but I'll walk you through the process of what you need to know and what you need to do for you to set that up. So it's education as far as walking you through that process. The platform, the Thinkorswim platform, like walking you through the process and navigating that platform, and order execution. So like putting in orders, which is something I was going to share tonight. But if we get these Q&As,
Okay.
yeah, because I usually tell people to trade from, or suggest that they need to trade from a full trading platform. It's way more details. Professionals trade from a full platform. They're not trading from their phone as their main way of trading. But that's
Mhm.
something I've always seen, not always, but usually I've seen traders on YouTube encouraging people to trade from their phone. It's rare I've seen people on YouTube tell people or suggest, hey, you need a full platform. And I was so strict with promoting it that way, like, hey, you need to be on a, not promoting, but communicating it that way. Like a full trading platform is way more detailed and advanced than the apps that they give you on the phone. You get more out of it. That's you want to know what's going on with your money the best
With your
way
money,
possible.
absolutely.
You wouldn't want to use the least effective way to find out what's going on with your money. So like, use a full trading platform. So tonight I was going to show people or share with people a simple way of putting in an order to show them just what the step would look like from a phone. So you know, talk to the people while I set this up.
Okay, so again, guys, if you were just tuning in, we're just, going over some tips on how you actually make orders through the stock market. And we also touched a little bit on um, his experience with his student. So we got some good feedback on that. So he know what he's talking about because the man came back. So yes, if you tuning in, that's where we are with that so far.
All right, so now I've never used this before, guys. So let me work on this window. I
Okay,
got
so
it.
while you're doing that, let me ask you this. So, will the students have to come to you, or do you travel to them? How does that work?
Oh, it's virtual.
It's virtual. Okay,
It's
perfect.
virtual. So these are some
Perfect.
great questions. So let's talk about this. The format on this is horrible, guys. So let me find a format that works for this, because this let me yeah, so I can answer this while I'm setting this up. I can set
Okay.
this up while I'm answering this. But to answer your question, it's virtual.
Virtual
I don't have to come to them, they don't have to come to me, and I'm only working with clients and students in Michigan, in the state of Michigan.
in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Sounds good to me.
This is an awkward screen, so I'm gonna try my best to try to adjust this. I don't know if it's gonna allow me to do it for some strange reason. Radius, no, that's not it. I don't know. I wish I had set this up before we did this, guys. That's better.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a lot better. I can see it.
that's better. Okay, so no, this isn't. So for people that know better, this is not a real account. I didn't want to use my real account showing you guys how to put an order in.
Mm-hmm.
I forget about the order and it's in my real account. Okay. That's why I want to use this paper account.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use play money. You don't even have to use your real money to practice learning how to trade on these platforms. So this is the mobile version of the Thinkorswim platform. Okay. It's the mobile version of it. And I'm going to walk you through a simple order of buying shares of a company. So, let's use a random company. We got one pulled up, but yeah, we already got one pulled up. So you would go here. I can't show you, just do this. Let's go to just pick one. Hertz. So if we pick Hertz, we would have just typed the ticker in, whatever company we're interested in. MCD would be McDonald's, and
Okay.
then it will pull up on the screen. Okay, but I'm gonna put in Hertz, HTZ, and then we select that. And now when we look at the bottom of the screen, you see where it say paper trade. On a
Yep.
regular account, it would just say trade. Okay. So we
Okay.
click that. And now it says sell. So what does the person want to do? Do they want to buy shares of Hertz or do they want to sell shares of Hertz? In this case, we want to buy. So we just click it and change it.
Okay.
Okay. Now there's different types of orders. I'm going to keep it simple and just tell you what I'm selecting. I'm not going to go into a full detail outblown thing about it, but I'm going to just tell you what I'm doing. I want to buy shares of Hertz at $6 or cheaper. I don't want to pay more than $6 for these shares. So I'm going to put in what's called a limit order. So it's already selected. GTC stands for good to cancel. EXT means extended hours. That's what it means, but we're going to put it in for a day. Day
Okay.
means from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. the next trading session or during that trading session. So the next trading session we have is tomorrow starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's when the order would start. So then right here where it says 634, I changed that to $6. So
Okay.
I'm telling Schwab, I don't want to buy Lyft unless it's $6 or cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And then the number of shares. There's a few different ways for you to do this. You can put in the number of shares you want to buy, or you can change it to a dollar amount. Okay. So I'm gonna use a dollar amount as an example, just in case somebody bad with math. Like, man, I only got $100. I want to buy shares of Hertz, but I only have $100 that I want to invest with. So just change that to dollar amount, which I showed you, and put in $100. And then you review it, and it'll explain it to you. So you buying $100 worth of Hertz at $6 or better. So since you buy it, it would be $6 or cheaper. They tell you the cost of the trade, the buying power, et cetera, and then you click paper trade. And now that order's been submitted.
Oh, okay.
Now after
It's
you,
pretty simple.
yep. So after you do that, we can go here and we can go to where it says orders. We click orders, and then we go to working. There's that Hertz order. It's the top one. You see it?
Yep.
So if I click that, that's the order. Buy at $6 limit. That's that order. You can cancel it. You can replace it. You could put an alert on it. So it's things like that.
Okay.
So with my services, let me put this type of stuff. I could do one-on-ones with my clients and my students with.
Okay.
So that's an example of putting in an order from your mobile device.
Okay.
And I know how to do it from the platform. I know how to do it from the website. We offer services of doing it through different ways. But if you don't know how to put the order in, you can't make or lose money, you know. you can't trade or invest. So, and I know that I wish those services was available to me with somebody that made themselves available that I trusted. Like somebody that made themselves available. They not just selling courses or a book, but you can't actually talk to that person. Yeah, you can't actually talk to that person because you might be dealing with something specific that you want answers to, or something specific that you want to learn. You buy a book, you can't ask that book questions.
No.
And that book don't have experience. You see? So yeah, that's with that. What else you got?
Okay, so we're down to the last two. How much money you think you spent on books in total?
And I don't know the exact number, but I know it was over 10 grand.
Oh, what? On books?
On books. I spent over $10,000 on books. Now I got my library. My library is extensive, but it's not all about stocks. It's not all about stocks and investing. It's about psychology, about money. It's about personal development, self-improvement, history, philosophy, biographies. I touched on a lot of different things, but the things specific to trading and investing, that really discouraged me, because for like I would say every 10 books I bought on trading and investing, maybe only one was worth it.
Wow.
It's sad because it's big business.
Yeah.
It's a popular genre. So if you don't know no better, that's why you buying the book.
That's why you buying the book.
Yeah, you buying the book to learn. So they know that. Like, these books are highly popular. They not worried about the book actually working. They worried about the book selling.
Yes.
But you got to think again. If this guy's so good at trading and investing, why he writing books? He's a best-selling author. He ain't a best prophet.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I felt so stupid. I'm going on YouTube. I'm like, oh, this guy got 1 million subscribers and he's teaching about the stock market. He got to know what he's doing. That man's a professional content creator. He's
professional. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
He's not a professional trader and investor. He's a professional content creator. If you watch them people and start paying attention and ask yourself, how much am I actually learning? You'll watch these people and they'll talk about maybe 1 or 2 trading words, mention a ticker symbol, and then say, hey, down in this chat, tell me how much money you made. That's a content move.
Yes.
You commenting is a content move. Hey, let's get this video to 1,000 subscribers. That's a content move.
Yes, it is.
He ain't educated you yet. Yeah, I got this group over here. You know, we made this much money. If you go through the Patreon, if we go through here, if you sign up for that, hey, if you made some money in the market this week, put a bag down in the chat. That's content. He did all that talking, you watching, and that's helping him create content,
Content,
making a
absolutely.
killing through content.
Through
But as
talking,
far as
like we
with
doing. Through talking.
but how much money you made in the market? Man, look, I did $100,000. You make $1 million on YouTube. That ain't nothing.
That's
You a
nothing.
professional content creator.
You
Of
are a
course,
professional content
you can
creator at
take
this point.
thousands of dollars from YouTube, throw it in the stock market, screenshot it, and then say I'm a trader. But we
Right.
we think because this person has 1 million views or 1 million subscribers or a whole bunch of people supporting them or watching their content, that this means they must know what they're talking about.
Right. And that's not the case. You better do your research, folks.
It's not necessarily the case. It doesn't mean they don't know, but it doesn't automatically guarantee that they know. And then if they're selling a course, why would they give away everything to you?
That's something
Why
to think
would they
about.
do
It's a good
that?
question.
So I want to educate people, but
Okay.
I don't have no problem of sharing information with people. But you got to get on the chat and ask the question. You get on the chat and ask the question, I'll answer it. I won't gatekeep like that. But I'm not going to sit up here and change my format and just give away everything for free when I know I'm offering one-on-one services. But if you watch these live streams on the weekend, or you watch the live streams throughout the week, and you ask me a question in the chat, I will give you a shout out and I will answer that question. Because that's helping me through creating my content. If you ask me them questions through my live stream, I'm not going to sit there and let you sit and talk me to death on my phone and you ain't paying me.
You ask your questions when we live.
Yeah. That's where your free at.
Ask. Yeah.
That's
okay, so I know you want to get some of the Q&A, so let's just wrap up this last one.
We got some people tuning in. We all got some questions to ask. Go ahead. You leave a comment.
Go ahead and drop them, and I'm getting ready to complete the last question of the interview.
Okay.
Have you purchased in trading or any investment courses? Have you purchased any like trading or investment courses before previously?
Yes, I have. And,
okay. Can you kind of like elaborate just a little bit?
Hold on to your seatbelts. Hold on to your seats. Yes. I paid for 2 trading courses. 2. One, they focused on day trading. The other one, they focused on options. I did it twice. The first time, I spent $6,000 on a day trading course.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
College is a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
And when you get out of college,
well,
look, let me. I'm glad you said that, because this is what I mean by value. It's people that pay thousands and thousands of dollars that go to college, get out of college, don't even work in that profession, and end up in student loan debt. I invested $6,000 in my education in the stock market. See what I mean? It's the perspective of the value.
Right.
Now, what did I learn? I learned that you probably don't need to spend that much on a trading course.
You know what?
That's
well,
you had to go through it. I had to do it. I didn't have a mentor to tell me, hey, man, don't do that, man. I got you. Don't do that. I didn't have a mentor to hold my hand and tell me that. So then I thought maybe it was just him. And his situation was so bad. Let me tell you this. His trading course was so bad with how he really made you believe that the impossible was possible. But the way his course was set up, the odds are highly stacked against you, okay? But it was so bad that guy and his company ended up getting sued. That's how bad it was. So I'm not going to disclose who it was or whatever, but he got sued, his company got sued, and he had to change up how he did his stuff on YouTube. And it was a class action lawsuit. And out of that $6,000 that I spent, I ended up getting a check for $60-something. Can you believe it?
What?
60
out of $6 grand, you got 60 something bones?
Yes, out of 6 random.
Wow.
Now the other course, it was about options.
Okay.
No, options are way more complicated than just trading stock.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, just man, no, it wasn't it. I learned more from finding the right books to read and from my own experience. Like even these platforms have courses you can take. Schwab has a course you can take, multiple courses you can take.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen on the CBOE website, the Chicago Board of Exchange, when we did the live stream, they have financial education courses on their website.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's 3 courses on
So the
these.
information is available to you.
Yeah,
You just
and
have
it
to
ain't gonna cost you
research
$5,000
it.
or $6,000. It might
Wow.
cost you time. Like my options book,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is off the top of my head, but my options book is probably about this thick.
Mm-hmm.
So that book was probably $100 and something or $7. But my point is, it wasn't $6 grand. It wasn't
Right.
$5 grand. And it take the time of you sitting down and actually reading it. But think about, like, we use college as an example. I've been trading for 7 years. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
right on track. Like, it takes time.
It
But
takes
that
time.
money,
Right.
yeah, that time and experience and constantly working at it and chipping at it and reading and learning and experiencing and winning here, losing there, and learning the platform. I had to learn the platform. I had to learn the mobile platform. I had to learn the website platform. I had to learn their actual website. Then they got bought out, like Schwab bought TD Ameritrade. I was originally with TD Ameritrade. But all of this stuff takes time. That's what you're paying for when you pay for a mentor or a coach. They're saving you time.
Okay.
It wouldn't have took me 7 years if I
Mm-hmm.
had, and it wouldn't have probably cost no 6 or no 5 just paying for coaching or mentor. But I didn't know nobody, and I didn't. But having
Okay.
somebody you believe in or you trust that's transparent or whatever, and then having them walk you through where you're at to help you. Man, I would love to have a service. I would love to have somebody that did that for me.
Right.
For real.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all right. Folks, did you guys have any questions? The floor is open.
I don't think so. I don't want to wait around on no question, begging nobody to ask no question. Please say hi. Please say something. Say hello.
Please
Please.
ask
Please.
anything.
Please say something. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna
Right.
take this off the screen for a minute. But I think we did we had a really good show. And then we went
Yes.
past the hour. So now we got some new content to promote for sure.
All right. Well, yes, that concludes today's interview. I am so happy we could have came back and wrapped everything up. I was so eager today. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna forget these questions.
Yeah.
Make sure I ask these.
Yeah,
These are
because
the important ones.
we didn't talk about the amount of money and time I invested into doing this. But I think we're gonna go ahead and let these people that been supporting us go ahead and go. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
Before we do that, you go ahead and promote your content, your links and stuff.
So yes, stay tuned for to Tiara's Tea. You can follow me at Tiara Owens on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram at YeahYouEnvyMe1. And this coming Thursday, the 7th, on we are touching on life insurance with Xavier Scott. So I have that posted on my platform. So just go over and check it out. And thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it.
That's what's up. So you already know. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you earned something. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Looking forward. See, I didn't delete everything. Like I was about to say, I'm looking forward to y'all asking questions on Sunday. It is Sunday. I'm a professional messer upper. I just roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But anyway,
we gonna get it together.
Yes. Take care, guys, and God bless.
All right.
All right.